Here's how you become a professional actor. You have all your tools at your disposal, because what if I got a C-mail right now, which is an actor's access notification that I have to do an audition? And what if it's due like tomorrow, but I'm working my corporate day job at my other computer? Here's what you do. You log out, you go to lunch, and you work on that thing until you know it by heart, and you submit it before the deadline. But I want to encourage you. Oh, here comes my German Shepherd. Come here, honey bear. I want to encourage you about something. It's become harder and harder for me to get 100% off book quickly and still know that I'm living and breathing in the moment, because I've got so much noise going on. The corporate day job, the dogs. I'm trying to talk to you, and here comes my dog, Honey Bear. Maybe I'll give her a bone real quick, and then she'll lay down. You always see my Chihuahua, but you don't very often see my German Shepherd. It's because she's usually laying down right over there, which just came in from outside. So slow the noise, do your homework, start to finish. If you're going to break it down the Amy Lennon way, 15 guidelines mapped to booking, have your little book on hand, like I often do right here. Just, oh, wait, what are the 5 guidelines that I absolutely must do or else I'm going to blow it? Or if you're going to do it the Stanislavski way, read it through, beginning, middle, and end. If you need help with all of that, I've got an entire series here called Acting Techniques You Can Work On From Home. Or if you're working the Meisner way, this month I'm featuring Meisner. You learn your lines by rote, you focus on your emotional jump off, and then you lay the lines on top of it. And if that's all you have time to do, here's what I want to encourage you. Focus on the emotional intent and your 5 senses. Where are you? Who are you talking to? What do you see, smell, taste, touch, hear around you? Your environment is very important. Who are you talking to and why? What's your relationship? All those things can be decided really quickly by diving into exactly what the writer has given you. But don't shortchange yourself. Hands down, if you look at my IMDb page, I'll link it here, but I'm not going to do any fancy editing. I just had this thought I wanted to get out and just talk to you. Every one of those TV shows I booked, I was the character. I wasn't pretending to be the character. I wasn't, oh my God, do I know my lines? I certainly didn't go into that's when we were only auditioning in person. I certainly did not use my sides. I knew it by heart, back and forth. And I would just drop everything as soon as I would get an audition. Nothing mattered until I was off book and fully investigated that character. And, and then do it at least once or twice in front of another human, so that when you walk in the room in front of a human, you don't freak out because there's human energy there. So for me, it's kind of hard because right now I'm looking directly at the camera on purpose. You have to look a little bit like that. And I'm not seeing a person. So it really helps me when I coach on Zoom with one of my real live coaches. And I can at least hear their live energy back at me or see them. That really helps in my self-tapes. You should always do that anyway now. Don't try and act opposite yourself like in a little vacuum. But even if you are for some reason speaking directly to the camera, or you're going to turn in a monologue for some reason, I love, I got this advice from one of the groups I'm in, Hollywood Winner Circle. Put a picture of your bestie, a little post-it right there, in a little picture. So you can be looking at their eyes and the people. And that really helps. But my main piece of advice is, do you turn it in? How do I become a professional actor? I book the job. That's how. Do I turn it in early just to be early, even though I'm not 100% invested yet? Or do I wait and turn in my best work? It's kind of hit and miss. I've asked this question a lot in casting director sessions for the Hollywood Winner Circle or other groups I'm in. We've asked casting directors, do you prefer that we're off book on our self-tapes? The answer is sometimes one way or the other. Or I have friends in these various groups that are out there booking gigs, and one straight out said, I have not auditioned off book in a year. She's booking all the time. It's not mattering. But think about who that is. They can look at this person right now and go, oh yeah, I saw her last week on that TV show. We just gave it to her. It doesn't matter. She'll be off book. She'll know it. Let's hire her. But someone like you or I, who maybe hasn't booked in a while, or maybe you're looking for your first credit, they're not going to take your word for it. I don't care what people say. If they say, yeah, you don't have to be fully off book, or yeah, you don't get the words right, I don't know. I have to ask, is that true for us even? I don't think so. From now on, I am going to challenge myself to not just have every word perfect, not just have investigated it so it's in my soul and I have my emotional life, but to turn in my self-tapes to the level at which I am acting truthfully in the moment, being private in public. That's my new thing. I'm really going to focus on that. You'll see that that's what I did in my self-tape that I posted this week, where I was speaking Spanish and English. I literally talked to myself, and I edited this part out, but I was like, no, you're not really talking to the people. No, do it again. Don't accept the BS from yourself. You have to have your own BS meter on. You know when you're like really talking to somebody as though they're your bestie, and that's when the truth of the moment takes over. And that's why I'm like, probably going to cry right now to you, because that's when it happens. It opens up your emotional capacity to just really be empathetic and merge your soul with that character's soul and connect with the person you're talking to. I dare you not to accept anything less from yourself. That's my goal for me. And then that's how you and I are going to become professional actors. I'll tell you what, we're already actors. We're working actors because we're doing this work and you're here listening to me talk about acting. Who does that? Somebody who loves, lives, and breathes this stuff. All right, I'm going to make myself late for a work meeting if I stay on any longer. Put your note in the comments as to how the auditioning is going for you. Are you able to be private in public, and how I can help you with that on our journey together. I recently started a Patreon. This wasn't meant to be an announcement for Patreon, but if there's anything I can do to help you meet your goal in that, it's only going to be $4.99 a month for God knows how long, until I build up some more, complicated stuff, or maybe it'll stay that forever. Who knows? My goal is to be so busy with you that I have to quit the day job that I'm about to log in on the other computer. All right, I'll see you in the next one.